I love giving gifts, but wouldn't you agree that the hardest part is just trying to come up with ideas? It seems like anytime a holiday or a birthday rolls around, I'm suddenly hit with the feeling of overwhelm, but that shouldn't be the case. So today I wanted to share some really great ideas for gardeners. And whether you're looking for stocking stuffer ideas, personalized gifts, or just something practical, I will be covering them all. And so to start off, I'm going to go over some fun stocking stuffer ideas. Stocking stuffers are fun, but sometimes they're actually some of the hardest gifts to think of because it usually has to be small and inexpensive. And for me, sometimes those are the hardest to come up with. And so I'm going to share my screen and show you a few great ideas. Okay, so the first great idea is these plant tags right here. You can really never have too many plant tags. You use them every year when you plant your garden. You can plant or put them directly out in the garden beds or in the little individual pots. And they're inexpensive and tiny and really make the perfect stocking stuffer idea. And then the next great idea for stocking stuffers is seed collections or just seed packets in general. I'm actually going to cover some really fun seed collections that can make an entire gift all on their own later on in the video. But if you're just looking for a fun little stocking stuffer idea, seeds are always a great option. And then the third great stocking stuffer idea is a diblet. And maybe you know what that is and maybe you don't, but a diblet helps give you better accuracy with planting your seeds at the correct depth. If you're anything like me, you just stick your finger in the soil and kind of guesstimate on how deep it is, hoping that you're planting your seeds at the correct depth. But that isn't really the best way to do it in all situations. You really should plant your seeds at the correct depth, and it gives you such better germination rates and much better plant success overall. And so a diblet is a great tool. You can see here it's tapered at the end, so it easily pokes into the soil, and each line marks a specific depth. So this is a really great tool for every gardener to have, and it would make a great stocking stuffer. The next few gift ideas I'm going to share are gardening books. So the first gardening book I recommend is this Greenhouse Gardener's Companion. It will be linked in the description below, but the reason I love this book is because gardening in a greenhouse is different than gardening outside, but it gives you the opportunity to garden all year long and grow produce or flowers or whatever kind of plants it is that you want to grow all year long, no matter where you live. And so this one, it teaches you how to grow food and flowers, and it goes over each plant in depth. It goes over the setup of the greenhouse, the do's and don'ts, so much more information than I actually thought it would cover. I got this book a year ago and it is awesome. I definitely recommend it if the gardener that you're buying for would like to grow in a greenhouse, because there's just a lot of opportunity. The next book that I really love is the Sunset New Western Garden book. It's pretty much the encyclopedia for all plants. So no matter what you want to grow, that book has it all. I think every gardener should have that on their shelf. And then the third book that I recommend is the Herb Book, also known as the Remedy Bible. The Natural Remedy Bible. It's a comprehensive resource with more than 2,000 remedies, and it has a complete description of over 275 different herbs. And the thing with herbs is that they each have specific uses, and there's so many different remedies you can make, but it's really hard to remember all of that, at least for me. And so I really like to have a physical book that I can open up and look into to remember what each herb can be used for. And if you know you have a specific problem, it's nice to be able to flip through, find that problem, and find which herbs that can help with that issue. And now onto some really great personalized gifts. I love personalized gifts because they are just so much more thoughtful. And a great place that has a ton of really cool personalized gifts is Etsy. And so here are a few great ideas. So the first really great personalized gift is this personalized gardening tool set. You can see you can add their name to it, and it just makes that tool set a lot more personal since their name is on it versus just giving them a random tool set. And gardening tools are always really handy. You can never have too many of these gardening trowels laying around. The next great personalized gift right here is this personalized vintage distress sign. I know a couple years ago, I got a personalized sign for my chicken coop that says Audrey's Farm Fresh Eggs. And every time I walk into the door, I smile when I look at the sign because it just makes the front of my chicken coop look so much cuter. And seeing my name just really makes it personal. And I absolutely love having the sign. So a sign is a really thoughtful, great gift. The next thing is this personalized tote. So the tools here are not personalized, but the tote has the personalized letter on the front. And so the tote makes it really nice to carry around your tools and keep them organized. And so I definitely think this is a great gift. And the next one is this personalized gardening can or watering can. And it says Nana's or Nana Rose's garden. You can make it say whatever you'd like. And I just know that whoever you buy this for is going to smile every time they see it, or they might just want to set it out as a decoration in their garden. That would be super cute as well. So no matter which one you choose, these are all extremely cute and very thoughtful. And then earlier in this video, I mentioned seed packets for stocking stuffers, but if you'd like to give seeds as the entire gift, one of my favorite seed companies, Botanical Interests, offer some really great seed collections that can be a gift all on their own. And so I'm going to quickly go over a few. So you can see here, they have a drought tolerant flower collection, edible flowers, heat tolerant vegetables, a fall vegetable collection, heirloom tomatoes, an herbal tea collection. There's so many, there's a whole page of them. And so these will all be linked below. And these could just be a gift all on their own. And it's just great collections of seeds. And so the next couple of gifts that I want to go over are some of my favorites, and they are just good old practical gifts. The first are these sloggers. I have gone through so many pairs of these boots. I love them because they aren't too hot, and so you can actually wear them year round out in the garden, but they're pretty comfortable. They're fairly inexpensive, and I just have found that these have ended up being one of my favorite sets of shoes to wear out in the garden. So these are a must-have. And the next thing is this salad spinner. So this is actually a must-have for everybody, whether you're a gardener or not. I never realized that I would actually like a kitchen gadget so much, and I try not to get as many new kitchen gadgets as I always want to because they just take up too much space. But this is one that I truly think everybody needs, especially if you grow your own greens, because it's pretty much impossible to grow your own lettuce or spinach or arugula, anything that's a leafy green, and not have pest issues and lots of dirt like mixed in between the leaves. And to hand wash that and then dry them out properly is really time consuming. And so then what I end up finding is that I just end up not going and picking my own fresh lettuce because I don't want to deal with washing it off and drying it. And so the salad spinner just makes the washing and the drying super quick and efficient. So this is definitely a must-have for everybody. So now my last gift idea is the mini hand chainsaw. And I actually have an entire video dedicated to that right here. So you can head to that video and check it out and watch me in the garden as I use it. It's been one of my most favorite gifts that I personally received. And so I dedicated an entire video to it because it's just that good. So head to that video next. And then remember, all of the links of everything I mentioned today are in the description below.